Holy circle of light, infinite being. What's without limit? I'm seeing so little focus on what we really are. It's such a play in consciousness to focus on what we're not, like Jesus would remind me. You have a habit of focusing on what's not happening. Oh, geez. He gets real direct with you if you just turn it on to him. He really does. It's funny. It gets really funny. I mean, it doesn't feel so funny. We were laughing about this earlier. Like, it's really fun to laugh about it, but sometimes when somebody, it seems like someone else is laughing about it and you don't feel like it about it, you get even madder, you know? You know, that's the ego. Doesn't want to join in that. No, I don't want to join in that laughter. It's, you know, it's got, wants to tell you to take the leap.
You sure? Not serious enough?
You know, like I've told everyone, you see my baby picture. I gotta find that baby picture. I look serious at 2. Mad about being born. A couple of it, someone I talked to that were mad about, they can remember being mad about being born. I was mad before I was born. Because you know, when you start seeing some of these things, the way consciousness plays, trying to have multiple stories, it's not only going to have a story of this life, but it's going to build a couple extra on top of that you had prior lives to have stories in those lives, you know. But Jesus, the light can turn those, even those into learning lessons. And it's true. That's exactly what Jesus did with those different experiences. Like I had a vision myself over Pompeii, you know, being so powerful. And it was interesting, you know, he was showing me the different reflections of how victimizer. It was a great way of seeing victim. I'm not necessarily recommending that because you can watch any movie. But for me, because you'll see the cycles of victim and victimizer if you just observe, like we're getting curious. We're the last Mimsy. Once again, that's hashtag curiosity, because curiosity is the symbol of openness, because we're so sure we're right, and of course we have Jesus to tell us every day that we're wrong.
Yep.
But it's happy wrong, because if we're so sure we're right that everything's true, we want to be right. We do. You know, you just, the more you go deeper with them, now that may not be an advertisement, but the more he shows you you're wrong. But then it's happiness. See, it's happiness to be wrong. So, yes, Jesus, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. And that's that in missions, it's what opens up the spaciousness for the miracle. Jesus says that's just the beginning. Because, you know, it's like a little crack. And even when we admit, Jesus, I admit I'm wrong, there's like, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to admit I'm wrong fully until he really reveals, that's experience here, why we need him to show us, you know, show me where I really, really, really want that. I know I talk about it's for me. To let that energy of no, really, no atonement, no thank you, go somewhere else to the light. No thank you to the light. The shift happens. The shift seems to happen in consciousness when it's finally, oh my gosh, I really, yep, I'm doing it to myself. Like really, really doing it to myself, because that's then the admission, the full admission of divine power. which the ego does not want to see. Full admission of divine power. Nope, 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 nope. So what's really great is we're starting with secrets again. I was really glad to see this because we talked about secrets before, and it just felt really valuable here to talk to Jesus more about secrets. What secrets really are. Denials are secrets. Denials of divinity. We're trying to keep it secret from ourselves. That's where the secrets are. A secret, I have a secret, and that I stole a cookie out of the cookie jar. No. That's not a secret. A secret is a desire to deny divinity. Now, that expression of stealing from a cookie jar, quote unquote, see, the ego makes the cookie jar and the idea that stealing actually happens. And then it makes itself guilty, and then it pulls in the parent coming in with to get you for it. But then that's the whole play in consciousness. The entire play of consciousness is to get that God's going to come in and catch your hand in the cookie jar. And then you're going out to the woodshed. Let's just check in with the light to see if the light has a woodshed in it. It doesn't know what a woodshed is. So this is all just a play. Whenever you're saying, I don't want to speak to you, Jesus, you're in the play. You're in the ping pong of death, basically. That's for me. You're not saying yes all the time to Jesus. You're in the play. You're in the hockey puck of the own self-imposed. It's delusion. It's denial. It's buying into delusion. So it's creating the delusion and then buying a ticket to the entertainment of the delusion. As we say, that's really insane. But if we can look at it a minute and think, boy, that's really insane. And then the ego will have something underneath it, will go, well, but not me. And the next second, then we're denying that we're insane. This is Jesus taking to say, you are really insane. And let me show you how insane you are. Until you see how insane you are, you can't recover. It's like a drug addict. To see how much that itch for that drug is, oh, it's an itch. Will be sucked in. So we want to be sucked in. We have to admit, we want to be sucked in by our own delusion. Let's ask the light that. Jesus, do we really want to be sucked? Yes. Sucked in by our own delusion. We want to be subject to our own delusion. Thus you desire and experience keeping secrets, and secrets make you feel apart from God. See, the biggest secret is the concept of love. That's a big secret that we keep from ourselves. We pretend like the concept of love, of horse trading love between bodies, is love. And then we keep the big secret. The secret is that we're light, that we're trying to keep from ourselves. That's the big secret. Let's just see, in truth, can we keep light from ourselves, even if we want a secret? Because the light's just here. The light's what is. There's no secret. Does the light have a little pocket, secret compartment? It's the play of the secrets. It's such a great metaphor. Watching in Inception, you know, they're going to go down and find the hidden secret in the safe. That's the ego's idea. If I keep the secret safe, I'm light. And if I keep the secret safe from myself, then I can play in consciousness. Except the only thing is we're going to hurt badly. Because it's not natural. Let's ask Jesus, is consciousness natural? How about that? No. That's why it has to be retranslated, because it's not comfortable at all. Is it comfortable to be a body? Is it natural to be a body? Let's ask them. You can hear them go, no. Not natural. You believe you can have secrets, thus you desire and experience to keep in secrets, and secrets make you feel apart from God. You use secrets to hide from yourself, your inheritance. Jesus, am I using secrets to hide the light, that I'm the light from myself? You can hear the yes. Am I using secrets? Fear is keeping secrets. Indulgence, I'll say indulgence in emotions, because emotions can wash through if we're willing, and so it's nothing but see the ego. Just look at our the lifetime, how many times the same patterns of emotion kept showing up. Emotions to keep, to try to prove separation. Emotions are keeping secrets. Ask the light. They're part of a storyline. That's why Jesus keeps going, okay, go on beneath the storyline, beneath the emotions. They can arise. It's okay. Jesus isn't judging it. He just said right here, I can hear him, this need not be. Just go with me to the desire for the experience. That's where all the power is. Let me show you what desires underneath the experience you're having. But if he shows you and then we don't admit, you're right, Jesus, that means we want to keep it. Not admitting it means we want to keep it. We're desperate to keep it. Because we know this, really. We can pretend like we don't know, but really, do we know? Let's ask the light. Do we know this is all a bunch of poo-poo dust? Yes, we do. But we want to keep that secret that we know it's untrue from ourselves. Let's ask the light. Just Jesus, there's a desire to keep the truth from myself. Okay, I admit it. Will you help me cease to keep the truth from myself? And he says, yes, that's his function, atonement. That's his function. Our function is just to admit it when he shows it to us and ask for his help. So he can go right in there, right directly with his little surgical capabilities, knowing where the bones are buried. You use secrets to hide from yourself your inheritance, thus to deny yourself your daily bread. That's what untruth is. See, the world gets all involved. This line is true and that line is not true. You know, we're going to go to court and find the truth. You're going to go to court, you're going to play as consciousness is what you're doing. You cannot find a truth in a court of man. Let's ask Jesus, can the truth be found in a court of man? No. Can truth be found in the court of God? So the court of God is the last court that the ego wants to go into. It doesn't want to go in that court. Don't want to open the doors and go in there because everything that's in that court is innocence. Nothing happening in there. You go in there and it's empty. But we like that play. The consciousness likes the play of going in and pretending like it's in court and there's an argument and somebody's going to prove one's innocent and one's not innocent. Let's ask Jesus, can someone be proven innocent in a court of man? Can someone be proven guilty in a court of man? It's a play in consciousness. There's no one to be guilty. Let's ask the light. Is there anyone to be guilty? No one's here to be guilty. Those are all concepts or ideas. Secrets are a desired experience to attempt to hide from yourself as you are always one with God. Jesus, are secrets an attempt to hide from myself? And you just hear yes. To hide from the light. That's what a secret is. A secret is an attempt to hide the unhideable. I'm keeping secrets. It's pretending like we're a person. That's a secret. Pretending like there's a person here instead of light. That's the secret that the ego likes to keep. Like, ooh, don't look at that. I got to hide that under emotions and under fear and under anger and under. See, he says only two emotions, love and fear. And he takes us so far beyond what, because emotions are so conceptual to a sense of personal identity. Those are concepts. Let's ask, are emotions concepts? Yes. Like, love truly isn't an emotion. Infinite love isn't. That's the like that. Is love? No. It's what is. It's identity. But we're so used to love being in a little package. It's like a little photon package that's sent between one being and another being, between bodies. And it was so beautifully reflected, when beings were talking today in that light circle, that joining in light session. We'll just call them those different things, but we all know they're all the same, looking at light, but for the purposes of discussion. So when we join in light, we have these joining sessions, and beings were mentioning the recognition that looking for love through the experience of pain or whatever, it's all the same. Any kind of behavior, that's what drives all behavior, actually. Desire to get love, salvation through it. Jesus says that in the Course, and you start to realize that as soon as you start looking, Jesus, am I trying to get love out of this? And he'll tell you, yes. But love can't be found through behavior. Can love be found through behavior? Let's just ask. Behavior is a secret. Actually, we've hidden it so far away, we don't see how our behavior is reflecting all the secrets we're keeping from ourselves. That's why we need them to tell us, because every behavior we have comes out of the beliefs we have. Every experience we have comes out of the beliefs and the desire for the experience. And we're so, the ego, the consciousness is so wound into that. That's the secret. The secret is that behaviors are driven by beliefs. And if we don't look at the beliefs and the desires underneath them for the experience, we think we're free, but we're dead. See, the egos even flip freedom around to make freedom death and death freedom. That's the secret. The secret is we're trying to keep the denial of divinity from ourselves. That's keeping secrets. That's the only secret worth knowing about. It's not a secret that you're hiding money under your bed. Ask Jesus. Is that a secret? No. Its secrets are what we keep and withhold from ourselves. So the idea I'm going to go confess, well, maybe if it's in guidance and it's helpful, then that's what you'll be told to do, follow guidance. But look at where the real treasure is buried. The real treasure is buried in seeing the secret that we've withheld from ourselves. Light. This is desire not to know yourself is who you are. Jesus, is there a desire not to know myself as who I am? So whenever you're not willing to say, I admit it, that I'm trying, I admit it, he's revealing the secret. See, when we go to him and say, do I have a desire? He's going to help reveal the secret to us that we tried to hide. And if we don't admit that we wanted to hide it, we can't be free of it. That means we still want to keep the secret from ourselves. So he's helping us reveal the secrets to ourselves and showing us where we don't want to open up the door to see what we're withholding from ourselves. This is, let's see. Secrets are a desired experience to attempt to hide from yourself as you are always one with God in the light of divine being and honesty of God. Are we separate from God? Are we separate from light? No. So we know that. So anything that's appearing that's not pure light is a desire for the experience to hide something from ourselves. Oh, okay, that's direct. Something's hidden. See, and so basically we went out on the beach and started burying ideas and everything out on the beach. That's why we need that metal detector, Jesus, to go with us, turn it on to find on the beach. We did such a good job that we forgot where everything's buried, but not good, not too good, not good enough to not good enough to hide from Jesus. Jesus already knows where all our bones are buried. Ask him, Jesus, do you know where all our bones are buried?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he say no? No. He says yes. Of course I do. So Jesus, let's ask him, Jesus, what's preventing you from showing us all of that? You are. That's direct. Okay. He can only show us we're willing to accept. We just want to have, we give him like a little slit, a little crack in the door, Okay, do your work, Jesus. Come on in. They're like a little sliver. With our toe, people open up the door, but they keep the foot behind it so it can open.
Yeah.
Ask them. Let's just ask them. Must be. Jesus, do I let you in just a crack at a time? And he says, yeah. He's going to tell you yes, and you can hear him too. You keeping your foot behind the door. Jesus, are we trying to keep our foot behind that door so you won't come in all the way? Yes. So we just admit. And then we're mad about it. Why isn't this awakening thing going faster? Well, who's got their foot on the door? It's like we save Sundays to put out the welcome mat. I'm gonna go put out the welcome mat on Sundays. Okay, Jesus, here's the gig. You got between 2 and 2:05 and make it good. When we don't ask for help all day, that's what we're doing, pretty much. You get this, make it fast too, because here's what's hilarious. Oh my God, Jesus, you're showing me another one of those desires. Because we'll sit and we'll be meditating, and then Jesus will say, are we done yet? No. And it's like, oh. He's trying to show us divinity. Oh man. Oh, I can't look at another. Who's saying? The light's not saying that. We gotta learn who's saying it and admit. We're shadow puppet fighting divinity. It's already here. It's like too late. Oh man, another one of those desire rounds. He's friggin' trying to give me heaven one more time. I don't know how much I can take it. That's the play. We know it. There's one mind, so we all know this is true. Okay. These are not the same as the secrets of the world. This is the secret of hiding true identity from yourself. If we just could, that's the gig. Jesus, how badly do I want to hide true identity from myself? I asked him if he'd give us a scale of 1 to 10. He said no. He says really badly. Really badly. But I love you anyway. That's what he says. Okay, this is this is the secret of hiding true identity from yourself by denying guilt. Denying guilt. Yeah, because you feel like seeing through guilt, you just have everything stripped from you if you don't have guilt. Ask him, Jesus, if I don't have guilt, well, I feel like I'm being stripped. But see who's saying that. The ego's saying that. I'm just like going to preserve it. Oh, yeah. And he's reminding me, guilt's the way you think you can get love. Through guilt. You think if you're guilty enough, you can win love. What a mess. If we're not in these light circles long enough to see, we really need to. Please help. If this doesn't do it, nothing's doing it. That how much we need Jesus's help. Okay. All right. This is the secret of hiding true identity from yourself by denying guilt. It is denying that you are denying the light of being. Jesus, do we want to deny that we're denying the light of being? Ask him. Yep. That's why he's going right to the denial. So we can admit that we're denying the denial. So that's so quick way in. We don't have to like find this little small tax in the ground. I mean, it's helpful at first to look at beliefs. It is until you realize that beliefs are at the crux of, but he's trying to get the bulldozer, the bulldozer in there and start cleaning out continents. As I said, he's trying to help us, collapse eons into a very short time period for those that are willing just to look. He's going to, no time. If those are willing just to stand into the delusion and go, is this true? Is this really true? Just sit with fear, Okay, Jesus says you don't have to sit with fear. Not needed, not necessary. He says you're more powerful than that, more powerful than all that. That's all nada. Okay. Stay with me. He's saying that over and over. It's appearing everywhere in consciousness. I must need to hear it because every being saying, he's saying, stay with me, stay with me. Okay, so there's secrets. Thank you for that talk about secrets. It's really good to be reminded. The secret is the denial of the denial. You believe in conflict and that the ego has the power to be victorious. Thus, you desire an experience of conflict and feeling that the ego has the power to be victorious. That's the whole gig. Jesus, is there a desire below my level of awareness for the ego to be victorious? Okay, show me the energy of that denial. Desire for the ego, wanting it. And of course, he's reminding me once again, must need to hear it, that not following him is the desire for the ego to be victorious. Not following him unerringly, because every time we don't follow him, we're just wanting the ego to be victorious. This is so much why he's just reminding me why we need our brother. That are uncompromising. They're not going to compromise your vision of yourself. See, we're always compromising ourselves through the keeping of those secrets. And we need brothers who don't compromise with us. Because see, they can't see, there's just no spaciousness in those reflections. They don't have spaciousness for whatever little dances, and they see the power that we have as divine beings. They are the representatives of our mind of how powerful we are, because they're us. They're not apart from us. They're just the reminders of how powerful we truly are. And that your brother is Jesus, and reminding you that you're Jesus and you're light. You believe in conflict and that the ego has power to be victorious. Thus, you desire an experience of conflict. That's all pain and suffering is. The desire for the experience of conflict, to be conflicted, to be torn. But what happens, the way it is, the ego likes that desire, the pleasure of being shredded. He just asks the light, is there a desire to feel that pleasure in being shredded, pulled apart? And then what it will do is, but it'll go, oh, but I'm not doing that. And it seems like it's trying to pretend like it can put it outside of itself. And then that little knot of conflict seems to show up as physical pain. When all it is it's not taking it like this from out of that distant place and just looking at it directly and go, I wonder if that's true. Like the curiosity. I wonder if this pain's really true. Is it true, Jesus? Are we willing to ask Jesus, is this pain true? And what concept am I holding on as a personal identity in that form of pain? What am I holding on to? How am I trying to keep myself as a person through this pain? That gets really deep to start asking them those questions. How? Because it's all pain is personal identity. A person, only a person experiences pain. Does the light experience pain? So it's a kept secret. There's a secret being kept. And that's why we need him to go down and say, okay, show me where the secret is. But if we don't give him access, again, there's no, God's not stepping in, because we're infinite beings. We have all the power. You believe the body is weak. So it's funny. We believe the body's weak, yet we still want the body to have power over us. Boy, that's really so helpful when that's seen through with Jesus, when you just seeing through all the denials and the investment in a body, that a body is weak. You desire an experience of weakness in the body. You believe the body, we talked about this before. It's so good to look at this so deeply, the desire for weakness. Because if it's weak, then there's something that's attackable. And all the focus on the body then takes the thoughts. That's not the thoughts. It takes the focus away from what's invincible, light. Is the body's function to take our focus off of light?
Yeah.
Here, you can hear it immediately. Yep. Is pain a desired experience to take our mind off of the light?
Yeah.
You believe the body collapses, you'll be saved. See, that's hilariously, doesn't feel hilarious, but when your body's feeling weak, it doesn't feel hilarious. But that's the desire for love through the collapse of a body, because then I'll be helped and people will come help me, and then I can be cared for and showed that I'm loved. And that whole, there's a whole storyline under that. That's keeping a secret from ourselves, that we're powerful, infinite being. So we can ask the light, Jesus, will you show me where I have a desire for experience of weakness in the body? Is there any? Okay. And then look with him. Oh, so much love in this. Look with him where that weakness is desired. It's like, love it. Love that weakness. Oh, yes. Because then I can show God I truly am separate. That wanting of it and liking of it. We'll really start getting to that with him, where you can really see, oh, there's pleasure under that. There's so much pleasure under that pain or that weakness in the body. I really like it. I do like it. I want it. That's when we really start getting into the honesty of how the mechanism in consciousness works. That's when the secrets start pouring out, because they can't be held anymore. There's not just a desire to hold those anymore from yourself. You believe that if the body experiences illness, you'll be saved. Thus you desire an experience of the body being ill and collapsing to be saved, therefore make you safe from your divine power. That the body collapsing will keep you safe from your divine power. Let's ask Jesus, is that true? That can keep me safe. Jesus, is there a belief that pain can keep me safe from divine power? And here the answer. Pain is a means by which the ego used to make us feel safe from divine power. Infinite power that we already have. Feeling the body sick gives you pleasure and a sense of power to deny God. Guilty pleasure. And look closely to see you desire this experience of guilty pleasure in the body. This is worth spending 2 days. Oh my gosh, so much love in that when that's released. The guilty pleasure of being weak in a body. Being cared for horizontally. This is an attempt to falsely join with yourself through a body by making the body real. The body merely expresses what you believe. Jesus, in the light of divine being and honesty of God, does the body merely express what you believe? You can hear the yes. You have a desire to experience the effects of your beliefs through a body. Oh, let's look at that. You're killing me over. Who's killing? You can. There's a comment in the peanut gallery. You're killing me. Who's killing who? We're just shining a light. That's it. We're exposing all the secrets together. That's it. You desire an experience of the effects. Oh, let's ask Jesus. That's so true. Just feel it. Just know it's true. Oh. Yes, we do. Oh, I think if I'd really realized what he was typing in here all at once, I probably would have blown up, because you start looking deeply. It's oh, we have such a cover over all of it. That's hilarious. You could, yeah, he's telling me we could just incubate right there on that one. Oh, he's getting more into body stuff too. Oh, we all can't wait. No, but I can't wait till that next light circle. He's going to go deeper into. Okay. This is one. Yes. Okay. Yes, Jesus. He's saying incubate on this one. You have a desire to experience the effects of your beliefs through the body. Through the body. What do we need to see here? How much you want it? That's right. Okay. The desired experience. Yes, you can just see it. Look at that. Oh, yes. I admit it. He says you can ask for a miracle. Just look at it closely, though, how much you want that, like it. To play the beliefs game through a body. Pinball with beliefs. Okay, that sounds like a good one to end on. Just marinate on the desire to just live out beliefs. Oh, yeah. That's really getting honest right there. Okay, Jesus, we have our assignment. If we're not sure about it, we can jump on those joining calls together. So spectacularly beautiful. Thank you for joining today too. The ones that we're able to jump on, and we're grateful for you. So much love. So much love. Thank you, brothers. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches, I guess. It's dark here now.